Hello? Hey, what's going on? Oh, no, I don't see a thing on my channel. It doesn't say that I'm live. Oh well. Okay. So as you may have gathered, my Wi-Fi just died. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of tripping. You won for me? Thank you. That's good. I appreciate that. No, yeah, bruh. I just, it fully dipped. It's just gone. Umbra, hello. Bring that up. Name and Steam, I don't need that. But yeah, no, I mean, right now I have like a mobile hotspot on my phone, and I'm just using my phone for Wi-Fi, which is like probably gonna eat through my data pretty quickly. But it's probably fine. I'm probably just not gonna be able to go for very long. But yeah, I wanted to at least. Yo, Sentry. Blast RPG, yeah, Weapon of Champions. Tips to grow faster in Mech Arena. Yeah, don't spend resources on stuff that isn't good. Spend the least amount possible, if you can. So, like, right now, I could go back and get Stalker. It'd be kind of fun. I could maybe get some usage out of it. It's pointless. Like, it wouldn't be helping me at all right now. So the best way to do it is to only get stuff for the tier that I'm in. Just as an example. What happened? My Wi-Fi died. Which mechs would you consider maxing as a free-to-play besides Legendary Scouts? Excellent question. Possibly Aegis, if you wanted to go that route. It is a viable mech. It's not like top tier, but it's 100% viable. Okay, definitely Orion. I would say out of all of the non-legendary scout mechs that are free to play, that are available for free to play, I should say. Yeah, probably Orion's the only one. Panther you could max as well if you wanted to, but Orion I would say is better. So probably like Orion, then Panther, then Aegis. Is Guardian good? It's alright. I wouldn't upgrade it though. You're using Stalker as your main? Oh, that's perfectly fine. The only reason I'm not using Stalker is because like I just didn't get it, because I didn't really need to. You like Orion with pod guns? Oh yeah, it's it kind of slaps. Orion can be entertaining just because the damage output's stupid. Okay. Well, let's try that again. I'm very sorry. I have Redeemer and Aegis. Do I need to get Panther or Orion or Killshot? I mean, I just told you which ones were good, like worth maxing out. So you can take that how you want. If you're looking at one of them and like you've seen people use it and you don't think it's the sort of thing that you would like, then feel free to skip it. You should also do just some basic math, figure out like what are the things that you absolutely want. How many tier stars will that get you, and then how many tier stars do you need after that? And then just try to spend the least amount possible. That's the crux of the of my argument here, is just Spend the least amount possible. Don't spend resources on stuff just to get it, just because. Stop. Keep my Orion at rank 4, yeah, fair enough. It is kind of the last one that you need to rank up, just because it doesn't, like, necessarily rely... The DPS isn't reliant on the energy capacity. Okay, move on. I'm going for it. Don't do it. Run. Okay. Everything's fine. Did your Wi-Fi die? Yeah. It did. Like mid-match too. Which means if anyone was saying something before that, like on that last stream and I didn't say anything, I may have just like straight up missed it, so feel free to repeat yourself. Just a rifle and railgun combo? Is that what a bot had, or is that what someone else said? You have trouble saving up your acorns and credits? Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard. I do understand. It's like you see the credits and acorns that you have, and then you see it's like, oh, this thing costs this amount of credits. I could just get this thing. And then you think about it for a while, and then you kind of get bored with the stuff that you have. And then eventually you just give in because the thought of getting something new just kind of overtakes you. The only thing I could say about that is just like, just don't think about it. Like, don't keep comparing your resource amount to the stuff that you could get if you know that that stuff is not good enough. Like, just don't think about it. How do you create Plarium ID? I don't remember exactly. Somebody could tell you. Like, you create a Plarium ID for an account that you already have, I assume is what you mean. Do you buy that season pass? I mean, this is my free-to-play account, so no, I didn't buy anything. Would I recommend buying this season pass? Meh, I mean, it's just an implant for that, which is like... It's a good implant for Overdriver, but Overdriver I wouldn't say is a fantastic weapon, so I probably shouldn't bother. Should you spin for the missile pilot? Yes. I mean, you have what? 0.1 chance. Not good chance. Not good odds whatsoever, but I mean, the alternative is like you just get credits as compensation. Which could be nice, but I think, you know, there's a chance that you get a legendary missile pilot, which would be pretty huge, so may as well. Fire Roach, hello, how are you? What's my ID? It's in the stream description. Will Sentry completely quit Mech Arena? He already did completely quit Mech Arena, yeah. It's not like Scape. See, Scape and Sentry, they're leaving. They left for two different reasons. So Scape just couldn't make videos. He didn't really have time to make videos or anything, and so he just stopped, right? Obviously, but he still plays the game on occasion, not a lot. And his main account is more or less dormant, but it's just his free-to-play account. But Sentry quit because he didn't like playing the game just in general. And because he didn't like playing the game, he's also not going to make videos on it, for obvious reasons. It's 211, yeah it is. Hey, let's go. 5v5. I'll start with this. You got absolutely nothing from 10 tokens. That's okay. It be like that. If you mean fortune keys, yeah. No, I don't usually get anything useful either. I usually just get a random skin. But sometimes I get A-coins. I've gotten A-coins like twice, I think. Clip. The Jover 6. That sounds so funny, bro. Hey! Hey! Get back here. Okay, never mind. I'll just, forget it. Forget it. That's a gate crasher. Gate crasher. Nice, thanks. Brother. Okay. Watch out. You've gotten 2 750 on 2 accounts. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of time. You know, like, the chances are not high, but you will eventually, so long as you just keep doing it. It's a matter of statistical averages, right? And if you're thinking like, well, I could get more, I could potentially get more if I opened the 20 crate. The potential reward is higher, but the chance of getting that reward is much less, so your statistical average is less if you open the 20. Your best crate to open is the 10. You can do the math on it yourself. I don't even want you to just like trust me on it. Do the math on it yourself. Please no. Oh god. I freaking backtrack right into this guy. No. Just say no. Okay, well, my reload was too long. Ave wins. Yes, Ave wins. No! He's shaking his head. He's like, I don't have any more. Oh, God. What was that? Oh, that was a secret. 2 cryo people in a row. I know, bro. Alright, I need this, I need this. Stop that. You fiend! You get out of here. Umbra also has a Vortec. Damn, bro. Bigger. You get in the corner. Right here. My mince exploded. Hey, stop that. Nice, he's dead. Run for it. Let's go. They got 91 influence, bro. They've got 91. That might even kill him. We need to get that guy. We need to get that guy like post haste. Haha, nerd. No, I just got repeated to death, bro. It's Jover. No, it's Jover. So Jover. Solid effort, though. Solid effort. Secret Cryos is crazy. Nah, Secret Cryo is fantastic build, dude. Like, that actually slaps. My man probably knows what he's doing. Hunter, sure, knockout. You're a little bit too weak, like 3,500 and lower. Inventory power is kind of too weak. You're like 1,700 squad power, yeah. Like, even Nihilus had, like, 1900, and he was not doing very well, even though he had, like, some legendary stuff. And, like, this is obviously an alt account, so he already knows what he's doing. And even then, it wasn't going so hot for him. What's good on Blockhorn? I mean, most anything that has, like, solid sustained damage over the course of, like, the 7 or however many seconds your shield is up for. You just want to maximize the amount of damage that you can get while your ability is active, really. Okay. Could you like one more? Who else do we have? We had Umbra and Nihilus. Let's see if we can get players again. Redemption round. You like Dreadnought? Dreadnought's pretty good, yeah. It's not the sort of thing I would use in like a competitive match, but it is pretty good. Is this my last one? No, I don't think so. Hey, let's go! And on the same map, too. Alright, redemption round, boys. Just don't do the domes. That's all. Their Seeker is kind of messing us up, I ain't gonna lie. That's a Dreadnought. That's a Dreadnought. Don't go over there. Never mind, you can. He's gone. Do I think Parasite flopped after launch? Parasite was not particularly good. I think it was worse than Dreadnought. I mean, it was alright. It was pretty decent, but it wasn't like a fantastic mech. The thing is just that the stats make it sound like it's super, super OP, and so everybody thought it's like, oh my gosh, this thing's super, super OP. When in reality, it just kind of wasn't. Okay. Are you kidding me? Yeah, nah, it's Jover again, bro. It's so Jover again. It's so Jover again, bro. One Nomad messes us up. Do you think there'll be more tokens coming for free? I assume you mean for the pilot? I think there might, but I don't know. Once these events end, it'll be like another 3 or 4 days. Which kind of makes me think that they'll make just like more events that last 3 or 4 days. We need another bacon. We lost one. We need another one. Oof. Redemption round not going so well. Oh yeah, I know. It's okay, it's okay. I meant redemption for them, yeah, no, for sure. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, get freaking frozen, idiot. One of them's AFK, let's go. What a nerd. He's got a nice skin on that Ares, though. Hello. Guys, go, 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 go. Get him, get him, get him. There's one dude who's probably just gonna keep spawning here. Never mind. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Ow. Lays down. I just gotta get within 15 meters. No! Should have taken cover instead of trying to get up. I believe it is what you would call Jover. It is indeed Jover. So Jover. Bro, one of their dudes is AFK too. Like, what's going on? Is there any glitch in opening special crates? Like a glitch that would guarantee that you get the right thing? There's so many videos out there that are just like, do this to guarantee that you get the top prize. Those don't work. It's all a scam, bro. That Nomad was a menace. It wasn't even the Nomad lasted like all of a minute. I think we could have still taken it. I think we could have still taken it if we didn't have like 4 people all going to center when it really only required like 2. You're Super 29? Well, hello. Exposing all scam event crush build videos. Yeah. Well, I mean, people make those videos because they know people are gonna click on them, because they know people want to believe that there's something that they could do that just like completely removes all effort from their part, and it's just like, oh, here's just an easy way. It just takes like a couple taps of the finger, and you can just immediately easily get whatever you want. It would be nice. People want something like that, but it doesn't exist. I don't think it's ever existed. Is there a legit bird singing outside? Yeah. No, I have my window open because it's super nice out. In fact, I might go out. I'll probably go outside after. I know it doesn't look like my webcam is super unflattering. Like, it does not look like I could go outside a day in my life. But in reality, it's just that all of my lights are super white, and I don't have good lighting in here. So, yes. Move your setup outside, but play outside and just play outside. That would take a bit of effort, and I don't really know what the benefit would be. So it probably won't happen. Sorry. So sad. All bots. Do you think back when Missile 8 was for credits it was worth it? Yes, but mostly because Stormrack didn't exist, right? Like, at this point, just don't even bother getting Missile Rack, simply, like, not even because Missile Rack is bad, but just because you may as well spend the same amount, or not same amount. You may as well save that amount of resource to... Is there a Jover war? Oh, let's go. You guys are having a Jover off. You may as well spend those resources on Stormrack, which is just a way better weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reason that that people shouldn't bother getting Missile Rack. Missile Rack itself is fine. Get him. Don't worry, the Stalker's dead. It's not dead. I lied. Basically dead. Stop that. I'll go for it. Wait for my mark. My mark. Right now. There you go. Excellently done. Well, this guy kind of messed it up, but that was excellently done. That was a very good job. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna try to... I got it. Oh no, man, you got it. Is there a dude over here still? No, there's just one dude and he's over here. Thank you. Aw. I was gonna just, like, lace the freaking beacon with pods, just in case. Should you rank up Orion to 4 stars or get Aegis? See, you could get an entirely new mech that's pretty darn good. Or you could just get, like, a marginal amount, some percentage, probably, like, maybe 25%? 25-30% more HP and energy on one mech. To me, the choice is pretty clear. To me, like, I mean, let's just take my account, for example. I am in tier 5 right now. I'm almost in tier 6. I have not ranked up a single thing. In fact, I've barely even upgraded anything. Guardian's level 2. Zephyr's never upgraded. Ares never upgraded. Redeemer never upgraded. Aegis level 2. The Guardian, I think I did that for just like a spend credits task or something. Or like a, no, it was like an upgrade mecha weapon task, I think. This one, I will rank up Aegis eventually, but there's no point. Like, for the same amount of Acorns, I could be getting, like, legitimately decent, completely new stuff. Or, you know, like, I think it's about... The rank up is like, what, 20-something? It's like 2,800? That's like 2/3 of what it would cost to just buy Orion straight up. So to me, it's like not even close. It's no contest. How did Nihilus get 0th place in his last tournament? Cause it was Jover. Cause he had Jovers. And he was there with Jovers, and they were like, it's Jover. You know? It might just be what it shows if you don't participate in any tournaments, I don't know. It's 1850. Okay, so it's half of the cost. Again, you're paying half as much to get, well, it's from rank 3 to rank 4, right? So from 12 to 16 energy is a 30% increase. That's, you're paying, when, you know, you could be getting, you're getting 4 energy for that amount. Let's say, for the sake of argument, you do it twice, just so that the cost of 2 rank ups is the same as the cost of 1 mech, right? 1 epic mech, I should say. So for 2 rank ups, you'd get 4 energy times 2, so that's 8 energy. If you bought a mech, you get twice as much. You get 16 energy. Because it starts at rank 4, you get 16. I mean, unless you got Panther, then you get 20. Your HP is like 61. You probably already have it at level 7, so it's probably like, I don't know, maybe 80-ish. 70, 80. So your HP isn't going to go up by that much. Basically nothing else really matters. Your ability damage doesn't go up by that much. If you really think that your Orion needs it in order to perform well, then you can make that call. But as far as I'm concerned, for myself, for my account, I don't plan on ranking up anything, because again, it's just a waste of it's a waste of resources. Like, I shouldn't be spending credits on upgrades. I mean, why do you think all my stuff is level 1, level 2? Because I'm not spending credits on upgrades. I'm saving up my credits so I can get Storm Rack 6. I was saving up for Podgun 8. I was saving up for Podgun 10. I'm not going to be upgrading this stuff. I mean, if I wanted to upgrade this thing one time, it would cost me 25,000 credits, which is a significant chunk, honestly. And so even upgrading, I don't think is worth it. At least not yet. So it really depends on what you're looking for, how the thing's performing at the current level, what you plan on getting next, whether or not you really need the resources that you're potentially spending, and all that sort of thing. Like, I'm not saying hard no, definitely don't under any circumstance, because Orion's a good mech and it'd be a good idea to have it ranked up at some point. But, you know, if you're about the same level as I am, I don't think that's something you really should be worrying about just yet. If you could be making your hangar better by spending those resources on better mechs to replace the bad ones that you have, or better weapons to replace bad ones that you have, you get what I'm saying. You're gonna say for legendary pilots, no need for epic. That's fair. You could think of it either way. Like, if you want the best results possible, then yes, don't buy epics, just save for legendary. Legendaries are better. But if your hangar is kind of falling behind, it's not doing very well, and you need good pilots, epics are like a third of the cost, and they're kind of fine. Like, I could use a maxed out epic pilot on my main account, and I could still do well with it. So, you know, there's that to be said. But ultimately, in the long run, if you plan on getting maxed out mechs, maxed out weapons, maxed out legendary pilots, you want to do as well as possible. If that's your ultimate goal, then yes, legendary pilots would be the better thing to start with. Just skip over epics because you'll replace them anyway, right? So it's a matter of, like, don't buy something just to replace it. So, like, again, yeah, like resource management, spending the least amount possible. Let's go, fellas. Should you buy epic pilots? It's up to you. The pilots are actually is probably the most subjective thing in the entire game. And there's a very good reason why I mentioned pilots exactly 0 times. What in the world, where'd you come from, my dude? I mentioned pilots exactly 0 times in my free-to-play Gear Hub guide. I showed people, like, what hangars they should have roughly at each stage of the game. All of that sort of thing. I mentioned pilots never. Not a single time. Except for maybe I mentioned it for the sake of saying that I wasn't going to mention it. I don't know. I don't really remember. But my point is, I didn't even attempt to tell people when to get what pilot when. Because it's super subjective. It really just depends on your situation. So you have to make that call yourself. Why never mention pilots? Okay, so what I was trying to say is, oh no, it's OP. I never mentioned pilots at all on my free-to-play Gear Hub guide. And the reason that I didn't mention pilots at all in that guide is because pilots are the most subjective thing in the entire game. In terms of which ones you should get and when you should get them. Is entirely up to you. It is super, like, it really depends on what you have and how it performs. What types of enemies you're fighting. there is no best way of going about pilots. Like you could skip the epic ones and get the legendary ones to save yourself credits, or not credits, but A-coins down the line, like long term. But even then, I wouldn't even say that that's a definitive thing that you should definitely do. It's a thing that you can do. Okay, nice. I was really hoping he'd preemptively fire at me. And I could just mess him up. This is our redemption round. This is our redemption round. But yeah, like, you could save A-coins down the line by going for legendary pilots and not worrying about the epic ones. But even then, like, sometimes the epics could be a better option for you. They're not that bad at mag. Like, even if you had a maxed out hanger, epic pilots are not bad. They're just not as good. If I gift A-coins to your free-to-play account, would that be non-free-to-play? That already happened, and I just spent those A-coins on random weird stuff that didn't really matter. That's unfortunate. Game crashed. Your ult has gotten 4 legendary pilots while spending no A-coins. Yeah. They've been doing a lot of those credit ones, or just like random tokens where you just like you can earn all the tokens. Those are good, those are good. But a lot of people can't complete them. So I'm not really considering those, right? You definitely should try to get them if you can. How do I get my A-coins? I'm in tournaments and fortune vaults mostly. Along with just like the couple that I get from crates, but that's kind of whatever. Also the weekly tasks, it's like 200 every 5 days or so. So long as you're on top of, staying on top of the weekly tasks, then you get 200 A-coins every, I think it's between 4 and 5 days. So it's guaranteed every 5 days at least, but sometimes it's every 4. Because the main thing that's keeping you back, the main thing holding you back is this complete 30 daily objectives. That is the only thing that's making it take any longer than like 3 days. So always make sure you finish all of your daily tasks. Because that's, the daily tasks are what is what makes you get through your weekly tasks quicker. What do you think about Sentinel? It's not worth getting. Like, you may as well just get an epic weapon at that point. Costs less, gives you the same number of tier stars. Which vault is better to open, 10 or 20? The 10, for sure. Even if you have every single skin in the game. And the only thing that's left in those crates, in those vaults, is credits and A-coins. Even under that circumstance, the 10 is statistically more likely to give you more A-coins per fortune key. So spending the best crate to open is the champion crate. You should spend all of your A-coins on champion crates. Best weapon for Parasite besides Revoker and Stormrack. I actually think that Minigun's better than Revoker and Stormrack for Parasite. Similar, really, it has similar super heavy DPS. but it has a much longer active time and much longer effective range. And that's what I think makes it better than Revoker. Are you ever going to play Warbots Frontiers again? Yeah. So, I mean, if this is like potentially like your second time joining a stream for myself, what you should probably know is that I am primarily a Mech Arena YouTuber. That is what my channel has been for years, like 4 years basically at this point. And so I want to make sure that everybody, like, I don't want to, like, cold turkey Mech Arena, but I definitely intend to play it a bit less. But that is what basically everybody's subscribed for, so I don't want to, yeah. I don't want to just throw it out. Oh, you've watched? Okay. Good to know, good to know. I may have seen like some comments if you left comments. I probably have seen them and read them, but I don't like to make assumptions unless I'm like dead certain. Is Podgun worth buying? Yeah. $186. What does that mean? Why does he say 186? You got an Arachnus turret kill, that's funny. But yeah, in terms of Warbots Frontiers, it's a pretty fun game. I don't know, like... I talked about it during that stream, and you probably already heard it, but... Like, I don't know if that's the sort of thing that would replace Mech Arena for me. I kind of don't think that it would. But... I mean, who knows? Maybe. I think it stands... there's a much better chance that Frontiers replaces Mech Arena than, what's it called? Mecha Break. Even though Mecha Break is a really fun game, and I enjoy it. It also is fairly linear. Like, there's not a whole lot of things that you can do. There's not a whole lot of customization. So, like, I couldn't run random, like, funny challenge stuff in that game. Like, there's not that level of customization. The only types of challenges I could do are like not like item challenges, but like gameplay challenges, things that hinder the way that I play rather than hindering the things that I'm using. And in terms of that, there's significantly less options there. So yeah. Anyway, I have 10 fortune keys. Let's go. Panther or Orion, which first? Up tier. There is no one that's going to be definitively better. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't even have Shadow. He just lived on 186 HP before that stalker got out. I wasn't even paying attention. Frontiers is definitely raising the bar, forcing Mech Arena to fix their Revoker problem eventually. Bro, I hope so. The problem is that here's my thing. Here's my thing though, is that it's still a PC/console game. Mech Arena is primarily a mobile game. Up and until there is a PC/mobile game of the same like genre and similar mechanics as Mech Arena, my guess is it might be Armor Attack that does this. But up and until there's this game that sets a really high standard, all of these other games are completely free and, you know, within rights, I guess you could say. I don't know. They're free to just like have their standards way down in the gutter because the standards are set by the most popular game, which is War Robots, and that is crap, right? So Mech Arena literally just has to advertise it as a bit better balanced version of War Robots, which it is. And that's basically the only thing that it needs to do to get people in on it. There are still reasons that people prefer War Robots over Mech Arena, understandable reasons too. Namely, like the fact that there's a bunch of bots in Mech Arena and you can barely fight players at all. But yeah, I think really like we're still waiting for this for a game to come out that like really raises the standards and really makes people like be like, wow, okay, I'm definitely playing this game over these other two pieces of crap, because why in the world would I play those? You have a solution for Revokers, half the damage on the returning shot and reduce the overall damage by 10%. I mean, a straight damage nerf would probably do it, yeah. But they don't want to nerf it. They would rather release something that counters it. Which, although that's like, you could see that as like, oh, that's kind of pay to win. But also, for one thing, I wouldn't want them to nerf Revoker at this point because we're so close to having Revoker as a free-to-play weapon. If they nerfed it now, then it's freaking GG for any free-to-play, any hopes that you had for Mech Arena being free-to-play friendly. I think if there's going to be a disgusting meta, it should be fully free-to-play available. Just so that, you know, just so that there's not that disparity. But apart from that, people get absolutely livid when anything gets nerfed. It doesn't matter if it's going to be good anyway. And take the Disk Launcher for nerf, for example. Disk Launcher was mostly nerfed by mods. Mods are the thing that made Disk Launcher completely crap. But people hate Mech Arena because they nerfed Disk Launcher. Not because, I mean, some people hate the mods as well, and that's fair enough. But a lot of people will bring up the Disk Launcher nerf, which had little to no effect. You know, like there was only the nerfed Disk Launcher only existed for like what, 2 months or something like that, before mods released. So it's largely a principle thing, right? People just really dislike when their stuff gets nerfed. And I'm not saying that they're not justified in thinking that way. They can think however they want. But I'm just saying, like, that's how people think. People don't like for their stuff to get nerfed. And so Mech Arena's solution is like, okay, instead of nerfing it, we'll just release something that naturally counters it. I got you, pal. And I think they attempted to do that. They attempted to release a counter in the form of Parasite, I'm pretty sure. No, don't do it. Oh my gosh. That's not good, because, like, now... It's unfortunate. Do I play any sports? No. Are you pro-Titan or anti-Titan in Mech Arena? I mean, they already said that, like... I mean, I've kind of said my thoughts on it before. And that's like... And it's kind of like, the idea of Titans is interesting to me. And Mech Arena would certainly do it much better than War Robots did. And so in that regard, it would certainly be very interesting to see how that played out. And I'm not sure that I would necessarily mind it a whole lot. But it would introduce another obvious pay-to-win factor and even more power creep. And obviously there's a lot of reasons to not want it as well. But even just in general, the Pasha just straight up when I did that interview with him, straight up he was just like, nah, it's not going to happen. And the reason it's not going to happen is because like maps aren't built for it. Like there is a lot of maps where a Titan legit just would not fit. Like let's take Site 313 for example. I don't think a Titan could even get through there. And the game crashed again. Phenomenal. Another turret kill on a human, that's great. It's OP, bro. I think we should be... We should be reporting Arachnos, my dude. Revoker, what's that? I want them to nerf the Arachnos turret. Okay, nice. This is my first token, bruh. I mean, I kind of knew it was going to take a while, though. Slingshot. I'm so excited. Pod 12 or minigun 12. I would go with minigun, personally. Your Solus is only $10, mine's $17. Mine is most likely a lower rank than yours. Mine's rank 3, yours is probably rank 4. It was an Aegis 2 turret, the tank shredder. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it needs nerf for sure, bro. Should I wait for you to get stronger eventually so I can play with you? It's up to you, man, dude. Never mind this crashing BS. I'm out of here. I hear you, bro. I hear you, bro. I do not blame you. Can you unblock friends if you block them? Oh, yeah. So when I block somebody's invites, it just suppresses their invites for like 30 minutes. So you're not like legit blocked. You could like message me or whatever. I don't think you can block people. You could just unfriend them. That's it. But I just block people when they send me an invite more than one time because I'm not gonna accept your invite. I'm sorry. Am I able to get invited if I have 8K-ish power? Not yet. No. I'm accepting invites from people who are like 7K inventory power. Like around 7K. This guy, I might have friended him before he got this strong. To be fair. Yeah, some of these guys are a bit stronger than I would normally play with, but I think they got stronger after I already invited them. This guy, I don't even know what's up with this dude. Oh, he's on Plarium Play. I just accepted his invite from Plarium Play. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that, huh? Going to nerf your hanger? Nah, don't SP drop. I don't want to encourage people to SP drop. I know you'd probably do it fairly. I know a lot of people who would probably do it fairly, but like, just as a, like, because some people are going to see it and they're going to be like, well, why can't I do that? So. Peter, your flame, GG. Nah, yours is 3 stars and they basically made it 50% more. That's wild. Well, are you, do you live in the US or in, Canada? Because I know Nihilus lives in Canada. His stuff's way more expensive than mine. You want to try out your 3-star Super Lancer? That's funny. You're in US? That's interesting. I think... it's probably because I haven't spent anything. I'm pretty sure I've seen people get better deals if they don't spend any money for a long time. Like you could spend some and then just like wait for a while, and then after a while your deals will get cheaper. But they'll start off, they'll be more expensive because the game's like, oh, he's willing to spend. We can kind of crank up his offer cost. I'm in this state of confusion. You have an $11 3-star Dreadnought? What the hell? And that's in Canada, so it's like it's probably the equivalent of like $7 for me. That is wild. That's a damn good deal. What's the difference between tanking and SP dropping, or there isn't one? There really isn't one, as far as I'm concerned. Some people like to say that there's a difference, and you could argue for one or the other. I don't really care. It's the difference is not like super large in my opinion. You have a $7 4-star Dreadnought? Are you gonna get it? Damn. They're the same, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Yup, nope. As in, yes, you have it. No, you're not going to buy it. Fair enough. Anyway, I'm going to be right back. I've got to go to the bathroom. Pay to win. I mean, hey, look. Sometimes they give you a good offer, and you kind of just you don't want to pass it up. It should be like, I think this one. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. Is it good? Nice. Okay. You know, yeah, I was swapping my connection back to my Wi-Fi as opposed to connecting to my phone because I really don't want to freaking like drain all of my data. And it seems to work fine. It seems to be good again. So that's nice. You bought Orion at rank 2 and then ranked him up. Buying Orion at rank 4 is probably better, but it was literally $2. So I can, yeah, I can understand that. Okay. You think it's $4? Maybe not a fantastic deal in that case. But even still, I mean, it's like, I don't know, $4 is like kind of nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you should be able to get it to rank 4 for, hold on, I mean, I can check, hold on. I think you can get it to rank 4 for less A-coins than it would cost. Upgrades. So if it's rank 2, it's gonna cost, you have to rank it up twice, it'd be like just over 2,000, like close to 2,500. A-coins. So you basically for $4 bought what, 1,000-ish A-coins? Well, you'd still have to upgrade it, so it costs you a bunch of credits and blueprints too, to be fair. Rank 4 Orion's 28, which is like 36 size. Yeah, see, the reason they do that is because each rank gets exponentially more expensive because they're calculating the amount of like credits and blueprints that you'd have to put into it. I think what they mostly calculate is the A-coin cost of the blueprints that you'd have to put in, if I'm not mistaken. You just got Arachnos today? Nice. You got blueprints with it? Nice. Probably not very many, though. Can you play with me? Well, are you on my list? If so, then sure. OP. Oh, yeah. For sure, bro. It's midnight for you? Oh, yeah. Alright, no worries. Have a good night. You got 10 blueprints. 10 blueprints isn't very much, yeah. Wish you could gift me Nomad and Surge. That would be wild. That would not. Yeah. No, that would be something for sure. I don't know what I'd do. Rushly. You know what? It's a sort of creative. It's a sort of creative way of basically saying I'm a killshot user. But it's kind of creative, so I'll take it. Most people are just like Killshot Pro God 6000, and that's their name. No, I'm not saying that out loud, brother. What is that? $12 energy Juggernaut, bruh. Don't upgrade Juggernaut, dude. It's not a good choice. Get like right here. So that when he inevitably... What the hell? Damn it! I was trying to wait for him to get me so I could just respawn. It's fine. I'm actually going to use those, because he's kind of not super high HP, and this has good range, so. 12 Juggies better than 12 Slingshot? At least Slingshot's kind of fast. What are you going to do with a Juggernaut? You ain't going to tank anything, that's for sure. Nice, okay, he's dead. Did you call me a kill shot? No, I was talking about this dude. Unless you're this Rushly guy. We should all, okay guys, we should all be able to come to an agreement that there's no uncommon mech that is worth ranking up. Like, I really don't care what your situation is. You're not going to do better, or it's not going to be cost effective for you to rank up an uncommon mech. You could do it if you really wanted to, just to be funny, but it's not a good decision. I am dead, yes. Alright, let's do this, I guess. We're a little bit ahead on influence. Wow. That Ares has got to be like rank 4 at least, I would say. Because his shield was taking a lot of damage. Okay. Where's this guy at? Okay. Everything's fine. He has thermal lances on that thing, though. Which is like, I'm not sure why. Seems like not the best idea. Guys, we're 4 capped right now. We can't afford to have this happen. Well, never mind. Bye-bye. Fellas. You have 500 egg coins? Nice. Merry Christmas, what do you mean? Maybe he's trying to get weaken effect for another weapon to use for damage. I'm pretty sure he had 2 thermal lances. Like, I'm fairly certain it wasn't this guy. It was this guy, right? Yeah, he legit... Really? You see what I'm saying, bro? What is... My man... What is this? He's got... He's a big fan of the thermal lances, though. Real glad he's not using 2 6s. It'd be OP. 6 and a 2. If only his, well, that's because he's got a 6 on that, I guess. Oh, no, dude. I feel like it's pretty hard to justify it. How is he 5K? It's an excellent question. All of his inventory power is in this one egger, dude. Check his tournament record. Nah, bruh. Tournament history. See, he's getting up to like Master Grandmaster pretty consistently. Not getting like top places, but that's okay. I don't either. Seems like a pretty like it's a pretty decent kind of general performance. I don't know what that guy's. I don't know what's up with that, man. Oh wait, hold on. I had what was that? One more of these. Does he have a second hanger? No, I didn't. Cool. I'll be sure to save that for when I probably never get Mimicker. Podgun is pretty definitively better than Disc Launcher. For that guy who's asking. Like, they do basically the same thing, except Podgun's just better. Wait, this guy's 1K. Wait, what the hell? Oh, never mind. He's building up his hanger. Is he that dude who had like 15,000 inventory power? I don't know. We'll find out. You should invite him. Are you really gonna leave Mech Arena? Everybody leaves. Everybody leaves things eventually. So like, I mean, it was never gonna be like permanent. Like this something that would. Okay, hi. Like I was never gonna be here forever, but yeah, I think pretty soon, like within the next year, I will probably be a mainly not Mech Arena channel, or I'll just make a new channel, whichever one seems to be better. I think there's quite a few people who are here just because they find my stuff entertaining, and so I think there's quite a few people who would watch other games that I play. But we'll find out. If not, then I'll have to just like make a new channel, because it can be like a really. You might think it's like, oh well, it's it's pretty obvious. You'll be starting off with some viewers if you just, like, play it on this channel, so why would you make a new one? But it's about, like, the algorithm, right? So if YouTube sees that normally I'm getting, like, 3,000-ish, something like that, views on a video, let's say. If I'm normally getting that amount, and then all of a sudden, like, for the next, like, several months, all of my videos are getting, like, I don't know, 500 or less, then they're just going to be like, oh, okay, this guy's channel is kind of crap, and they're not going to bother like trying to push it out to anybody who might actually be interested. So I would have genuinely a better time of it long term if I just made a new channel at that point. But it just depends. I only watch YouTube because of you? That's crazy. I do appreciate that, though. Kind of says a lot. You'll miss me. I'll miss making videos for Mech Arena too. But sometimes it's just like, yeah. I don't want to do nothing besides, like, Like, I could just make nothing besides just, like, random guides and whatever stuff. Stuff that I already make sometimes, but those aren't really the things that I enjoy making, so it'd just be a chore for me, and I wouldn't enjoy it. And that's not really a good way to run a channel. Owie. I'll send you money to keep going. That's crazy. My favorite Mech Arena dude was Scape. Oh, that's perfectly fair. Scape he was the GOAT, dude. He was the OG, very first content creator. His content quality was like, I don't think it ever really went down. I think his videos just kind of got shorter, and that is about the only thing. Try vlogs. Vlogs are for people with interesting lives, of which I am not one. GG. I won't go into deep depression. Nah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I think most people, like, it is gonna kind of suck in terms of, like, people looking for advice, especially free-to-play players looking for advice. There's kind of, like, zero channels for that. But hey, you know, maybe if I leave other people who kind of know what they're talking about, they'll take my place. Who knows? Your Gear Hub video is super helpful. It's approaching, what was it? It was like top 6 the last time I talked about it. I think it's in the top 4 videos I've ever made in terms of views. So yeah, I'm really glad that people enjoyed it. And I'm thinking of I'm starting to work on, it's mostly in like kind of concept phase. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to do it. Hello. But starting to kind of work on a way that I could make that video more relevant, because obviously things have changed since I made it. That server was freaking coming for me, bro. Help. That's a Normad. Don't do it! Oh, let's go, I got it! Let me send you Chick-fil-A and then you can leave. I bet. Get yourself a deal. Ember Gun Silver bots are scary, bro. That guy was just like running toward me. He was like, I'm gonna get you. Silver's kind of fast too, so like he would have gotten me. Everyone left. Gangsta Jab, Scape, Sentry, now you. It's sad to see how this game is going downhill. I don't... See, in my mind, it's not so much that it's going downhill. It's just that it never started going uphill, you know? Like, it kind of just... It was what it was. It's about just as... Like, the same problems that existed, like, 3 years ago are still around. A lot of the same issues. Some issues are slightly different. Some issues they took care of. And then there's some new issues that they now need to take care of. But in general, it's like, for the most part, I kind of just see like not a lot of improvement over the years. So it's not even, to me anyway, not even so much that the game's gotten worse. It's just that it's clearly not gotten better. And I don't know if it ever will. Do you think overall War Robots Frontiers is better than Mech Arena? Well, I have only played War Robots Frontiers for like a week, so I would not be comfortable giving a definitive brother the game crashed. At least this doesn't happen every third match in Frontiers. It is worth saying, though, most PC games are probably going to be better than most mobile games, just in general. PC games, actually, there's high standards for PC and console games. For mobile games, and it's kind of like I was talking about before, I don't know if you're here. But a large reason, I think, why Mech Arena and War Robots are just kind of staying the way that they are, is because War Robots is so crappy, but it's still the most popular mobile mech shooter, like of that type. It's still the most popular game of its class, and because of that, Mech Arena, their standards are in the dumpster, right? So they're just like, all we need to do is be just like a slightly better balanced War Robots, and then we'll be good. And that's pretty much true. But War Robots is still more popular because they've been around for longer, and also like you actually get to fight players as opposed to a bunch of bots. And even then, Mech Arena is only a little bit better balanced version of War Robots, right? So there's kind of like pros and cons to both, and like, you know, the fact that War Robots is still the most popular, they clearly don't need to up their standards because they don't have anyone surpassing them, right? Mech Arena is still less popular than War Robots, which means that War Robots doesn't need to up their standards because they're still not fighting with anyone really, and Mech Arena just doesn't really need to up their standards because the only other game is War Robots, and you know, if you're familiar with War Robots and you're familiar with Mech Arena, you'd know that Mech Arena is a better balanced version of War Robots, essentially. So, like, basically what I'm trying to say is just, like, their standards are super, super, super low. They should call this Bot Arena, honestly, dude. But, yeah, so I think, really, in terms of PC and console games, those are almost always going to be better because there's been a lot other better games that just like had way higher standards. So like your standards are way higher. So I'm not surprised that War Robots Frontiers is seemingly much nicer to play and just in general seemingly much nicer than Mech Arena or War Robots. But to be fair, it is still an incredibly new game, right? When Mech Arena was in beta, super free-to-play friendly, when Mech Arena was in, like, early access after, like, early global launch, it was, you know, it was great. Those were what most would consider the golden days of Mech Arena. So it's like, every game starts off with their at least trying to put their best foot forward, trying to make sure that people are as interested and as attracted to the game as possible. And then it's, yeah. I don't want to say it's only downhill from there, but in a lot of cases it is. You never played War Robots? Yeah, that's fair. You probably don't want to anyway. You missed Century? Me too, Pablo. How much longer are you going to stream? I don't know. Probably not that much longer. I ran out of battle points. I might... What do I need? 2 more of these. The rank of a mech or a weapon, that's kind of annoying. Smooth operator. Capture 2 control points. Without dying, obviously. Okay. So I need to really prioritize control points if I want to get that. And there's this one, it's just play 7 and then kill mechs from a distance. That's not bad, actually. This one I'm about to finish. Alright, yeah, let me just try to finish those real quick. Wasn't that armor attack? I have gotten less and less interested in armor attack the more that I play it. Personally. But I do hope that armor attack is the game that really sets the high standards that you know, that everyone wants Mech Arena and Warbots to have. It very well could. It might be the game that does that. You know? Because literally all it takes is for people to be like, oh, this is... You know, this other game is kind of the same as the one that I'm playing, but it's just way better in basically every regard, because their standards are way higher. And that's all it takes to make people be like, oh, okay. Bye-bye. Fast mechs like Shadow. I mean, I have Redeemer. I don't have Shadow. That's why I'm using Redeemer. Speaking of Shadow, though. Well, hello there. He's on an incline. I don't want to shoot him. I'm very likely to miss a lot of my shots. I'll just do this. And then get here before he has time to... That's okay. Thank you. Bots be like, yeah. Brother. Oh my... I did get it, though. I did get it. Smooth operator. Let's go. Yeah, get friggin' wrecked at it. That's a Howler Tengu. Kind of gamer build. Mech Arena should take care of you. I think if you leave, a lot of people will as well. Might be right. But, I mean, that's on them, you know? They've heard complaints from people 1,000 times. Oh hey, my game didn't crash, let's go. They've heard all kinds of complaints from people 1,000 times. You know, like, they know what people do and don't like. And I kind of feel like they've been sort of trying to address some of it. Because, for example, I feel like when I boot up my game, there's a lot less pop-ups than there usually are, and so that's kind of nice. Please don't cry. Thank you, sir. I don't really know what I want to do with that, but I shouldn't keep it. I should probably burn it on something random. All right, bye-bye. Then I'll send you more. People are gonna complain. They're gonna see it. They're gonna be like, "You got A-coins. You got A-coins for free. I can't get A-coins for free." Yeah, it's fine. It is just 80, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And I haven't been playing for like a week, so. Yes, a lot less pop-ups. I used to get 12 to 15, now I get 1 to 5, so much better. Nice. Yeah, that's what I was hearing from people. Like, honestly, I just spam the escape key as soon as I load in anyway, but I've been hearing people being like, hey, there's a lot less pop-ups, so that's nice. So that's, yeah, there's that. They recently made like a survey where you could tell them like what you thought like mechs were worth, essentially. Like What do you think a legendary rank 5 mech is worth in terms of like money cost? So like the legit money offers. And it sort of seems like since then they've been putting out a lot more like really cheap money offers, and that's nice as well. But even still, there's like, you know, apart from just the apparent pay to win, you know, even if they made it really cheap, it's still just like it takes forever for a weapon or a weapon or a mech, I should say, just like anything. For something to be released, it takes about a year before it's available for in-game currency, which is wild. That's way too long. And then there's just, yeah, other things like bugs, all the bugs, the game crashing all the time, stuff like that. Oopsie. $100 for any mech is insane. Oh, I agree. I think what I've pretty regularly said that the most that I would consider is reasonable for like a rank 5 legendary mech is like maybe $30. I think $30 is like that's kind of okay. Nothing should be worth 100 though. You're correct. Why do they wait to make things free to play? No idea. I don't, like, you could argue with them about it as much as you want. You could tell me all of the reasons why they should make it free to play much sooner. I might agree with some, I might disagree with others, but at the end of the day, I have no idea what the reason is. I may have done that with the big under. I mean, if you got it, you know. For some people, it's not an issue. It's not much of a setback. And to that, I say, spend your money however you like. Alright, I'm going. Nope. Nice, he's dead. I'm going for it. Good job. Oh, nice. That was very kind of you. Watch out. Watch out, this fine fellow. His ability is gonna run out at some point, right? Oh, no, right now. Literally right now. Let's go. Good job. Got him. Yeah, Pablo. You are correct. You are correct. For as expensive as all that stuff is, you gotta also consider mods and all this other crap. Bye-bye. Nice. I'm on like 1 HP, dude. There's this guy. Where's the other dude? Oh. Bro, those stasis beams will probably actually kill me. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. I don't care. I need bacon. Nope. I care. No, I started caring. No, thank you. No, please. No, the turret's gonna get... Okay. There's a max guardian with max mortars in the back. That's wild. That's okay. Good job, fella. Please. Oh, let's go. I barely avoided it. Henlao. Oh. He's gonna... You didn't tell me he also had a stasis beam. I thought it'd be okay if I freaking rushed him. The stasis beam is kind of OP. It's a very important piece of information. Angie Dan, bro. You gotta be an OG to know that reference, Tim. Meh. I was trying to type it. Nah, you're fine, you're fine. It's okay. Forgot to add a 3 to that 500. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on. Play 17 battles. Kill Mech. Oh, okay, so I just need one more kill from a distance. That's fine. 2 more MVPs. I need a lot of these things, dude. I might have to play solo for the beacon one. Because, like, people aren't really stealing it. They're not, like, taking my beacons, really, but I feel like I could potentially just, like, keep grabbing the same beacon over and over again if I did it right. And that's gonna be a lot easier to do if I'm playing by myself. Gonna open all my crates. Well, not all of them. I'm gonna save 13 of them just so that I can... 13 is how many I need to finish the get 120 blueprints daily task thing, so I always just keep 13 on me for the next day. Alright, yeah. And then wait, how much do I need? I need 280,000? Bruh, can't talk. No, 310,000, okay. Still a little ways off. I'll get Quantum Gun eventually, though. And I will probably put it on... I'll probably put it on the Guardian. But, like, I kind of prefer Zephyr with Cryo Launcher. So, I don't know. Or at least I did when it had the pilot. Now that it doesn't have the pilot, I might take it off, replace with Ember. Unsure. And then I could put the cryos on Ares. That might actually be better. That might actually be a better solution, to be fair. Mr. Krabs. You're also at 24 stars? Nice. What are you going to get to... What are you going to get for the last 6? Newing, before I go, or at least play one match with you. What's your name? Are you on my list? That beacon one takes a while, even if it is easy. I believe that, honestly. Lancer with Viper A. OP, bro. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. You don't know what to get? Oh, okay. I plan on spending Acorns. Okay. I plan on spending Acorns to get the 2 rare weapons. Javelin 12 and Rocket Mortar 12. And while I'm saving up my A-coins, I can be, or while I'm saving up my A-coins to get that, I can save up my credits to get, what's its face, Stormrack 10 when I get into the next tier. Because I really am going to need credits. And I think credits are going to be more important than A-coins even. Damn it. Wish he was on the incline. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. If you already have one or both of those, or you don't want to do that, then fair enough. Could maybe rank something up. It's kind of a lot of credits and A-coins, though. Nice. You know what? I'll just go back up. Jover Redeemer. Ow! I can kind of get behind these guys, right? Well, didn't kill him, but I almost did. Oof. I was gonna backtrack, but, wait. Hello. Bye-bye. It's Jover for Redeemer. Did you get Disc Launcher? I did not. Podgun's better. I said to get Disc Launcher in my, like, Gear Hub guide, but that was because Podgun wasn't available for free-to-play players at the time. I reviewed your hangar 2 streams ago. Sounds familiar. Oh, yeah, no, I remember. That's right, you're too strong for me. It's okay, I don't plan on, like, hard stopping Mech Arena, like,